Hello friends, today we will discuss in law of export and import regulation subject. The topic is advantages and disadvantages of tariff and non-tariff barriers. As we have discussed earlier, the tariff and non-tariff restrictions are meant for the purpose of developing the country's original product. Okay, so to promote original product of particular country, tariff or non-tariff restrictions have been put at the international trade. So let us see first the advantages and disadvantages of tariff barrier. So first advantage of tariff barrier is protection of domestic employment. Okay, once the tariff has been imposed on the import, okay, so at that time the domestic product will be more in demand, and so that in particular country the domestic employment will be improved. Secondly, protection of consumers. Protection of consumers. Particular product of particular country is being produced by looking towards the citizens particular country. Okay, so for the purpose of protection of consumer from disease and other issues, it is important to impose tariff restrictions. Third is baby commercial industries. Okay, બેબી કોમર્શિયલ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝ મીન્સ કે નાના નાના જે ઉદ્યોગો છે બરાબર, જે અત્યારે ડેવલપ થઈ રહ્યા છે, દેટ મે બી MSME, ઓકે, માઇક્રો સ્મોલ medium size enterprises, to which the government is providing various subsidies as well as financial support. Okay, so this industry will get financial support only if the tariff has been imposed on the imported goods. Okay, so from that particular tax and the amount, they will be provided amount. Okay, and the small industries and the entrepreneurship will be developed if we have fund, and the fund can be raised through tariff. Okay, so this is the advantages of the tariff restriction, that is baby commercial industry will be developed if we have received ample of the amount from the tariff from the import. Third is national security. Okay, so if the tariff restrictions has been put, then the security of the nation will be safeguarded, because if the tariff has been imposed on import, then the tariff will be received more by the country, and through that it may be that the defense defense industries are frequently seen as vital to the state interest and enjoy the important levels of the protection. For example, in both the Western Europe and the United States are industrialized, both are very protective of the defense oriented organization, because once we see that in US there are so many people, they are personally keeping the various defense instruments. So it is important for the purpose of national security to have tariff on the imported goods. Next is retailization. Okay, retailization is to develop retail industries. Okay, those industries which are meant for the purpose of providing small consumers, that those who are having less income. Okay, they will be attracted through retail industries. So these are various benefits of tariff restriction. Others is increased consumption of local goods. Okay, so duty if imposed on the imported goods and services, then the government has levied maximum tax on the import. It is objective with the discourage of local consumer from importing. Okay, because once the goods have or the services have imposed certain duties on that goods or services, then that particular goods or services will have the big amount of particular goods or services, so that people will be compelled to purchase Indian product or the domestic product of the country. So this is the benefit to the Indian producers, that whether it is a service producer or the goods producer. So these are the advantages of tariff barriers. Now let us see what are the disadvantages of the tariff barriers. They are, first is limited product offering. So once the country is imposing the tariff barrier or the tariff which is imposed on particular goods or services, at that time people who are the consumers of goods, services or technology, it may be that they will have limited options to purchase in the market. Okay, કે ભાઈ જે ગ્રાહક છે એને ઓછામાં ઓછી વસ્તુઓ બજારમાં જોવા મળશે, કેમ કે જે ફોરેન પ્રોડક્ટ્સ છે એ તમને માર્કેટમાં ઓછી જોવા મળશે. કેમ કે એના પર હેવી ડ્યુટીઝ એટલે કે ટેક્સ ટેરિફ એ નાખેલો છે. એટલે ડોમેસ્ટિક માર્કેટની કમ્પેરિઝનમાં જે ફોરેન પ્રોડક્ટ છે એ ફોરેન પ્રોડક્ટની પ્રાઇસ એ વધારે હશે, તો લોકલ કન્ઝ્યુમર્સ ઓછા ખરીદશે, એટલે એ પર્ટિક્યુલર વસ્તુ અથવા તો સેવા પર્ટિક્યુલર ડોમેસ્ટિક માર્કેટમાં ઓછી જોવા મળશે, તો ગ્રાહકને ચોઇસ ઓછી મળશે. સો ધીસ ઇઝ ધી રિસ્ટ્રિક્શન ઓન ધી part of the consumer to purchase the goods. So this is disadvantage on the part of the consumer who require and they have a choice of purchasing global market in this competition era. Okay, so next is barriers result in higher costs. As we discussed in the limited product consumption, that the cost of the product will be improved. Obviously, once the goods which is coming from the other country, goods which are proposed for the purpose of selling, they are having duty on them, tariff on them. So on the original product of their country, the tariff amount will be added. Then the trader of the India will have also the profit on them. So the cost of particular product and service will increase. So this is disadvantage on the part of the consumer. So heavy price will have to be paid by the consumers of India if the tariff has been imposed on particular goods or services. Okay, so this is considered as disadvantage on the part of the consumer. So few consumer can purchase the goods, not all the consumer will purchase the goods. Okay, so this is the barrier and the disadvantage of the tariff restrictions. The next is loss of revenue. Okay, once the tariff restrictions has been put, okay, so traders from outside countries will be demotivated. Okay, and the companies will make their money of international trade. Automobile manufacturers, for example, sell cars in the foreign market. Okay, the trade barriers can limit their ability to export products, to loss of revenue and decrease the profit. reduce economic growth. So okay, once the import has been reduced, ultimately it will have impact on export also, because once you are not making the transaction to with the other country will also put or impose duties on the import. Okay, so they will also have import restrictions. Okay, they will also impose heavy duty. So this way, if we are restricting import, then they will also restrict India's export to their country, because to have business, okay, it requires both the sides, right? So the country will purchase from our country only if we are making trading with them. Okay, so this way our economic growth will also be reduced. Next is fewer jobs available. Now it may be that many organizations have offices and factories in multiple locations. Okay, which allows them to employ local people or the citizens to and pay higher wages, okay, compared to the national average, because it may be that on the basis of that particular availability, because it may be that the developed country is paying more in their country. At the same rate, they will provide employment in the developing country as well. Okay, so this benefit will be available to the employment in India, or it may be in any other developing countries. So this will reduce the employment and availability of jobs. So people who are from the receiving job in the international or multinational companies, they will not have jobs in the multinational companies, because they will not have imported in India, neither for the purpose of goods nor for the purpose of service nor the technology transfer. Next is higher monopoly power. Okay, so it may be that due to tariff restrictions, the compulsion may become on the people to purchase goods of their country only. Okay, if India is producing goods or services or technology, okay, so those producer will have monopoly status in the country. So they may take benefit of it, because there is no competition in the market from the other countries. So this will have negative impact also than the self-reliance. Okay, so we need to see both the side of the things, right? It may be that choice is less, as well as it shall be compulsion on the part of the consumer to purchase the same thing which is available in the market, and the trader who is selling the goods or the services or the technology will have no other option or no competitor. So he or she may have monopoly status in the market. Now let us see non-tariff barriers, its advantages and disadvantages. First is employment. Okay, so non-tariff barrier, okay, has been put. For example, it may be licensing or it may be quota restrictions. Okay, so at that time it is important that employment can be generated through the especially if the business or the goods or services have been produced in particular country or India only, okay, and self-reliance. Once non-tariff restrictions has been imposed, then the country will become self-reliance. આત્મનિર્ભર ભારત જે નરેન્દ્ર મોદી વાત કરી રહ્યા છે, બરાબર, એ સ્પેસિફિક કોન્સેપ્ટને આપણે આગળ વધાવી શકીશું. જે હમણાં જ એક ડિસિઝન આવ્યું કે જે સ્પ્લિટ એસિસ છે, જે આપણે 100% ઇમ્પોર્ટ કરી રહ્યા હતા, જેના પર કોટા રિસ્ટ્રિક્શન્સ કર્યું અને જે 10% ઇમ્પોર્ટ કરીશું અને 90% જે છે એ 90% આપણે ડોમેસ્ટિક માર્કેટમાંથી જ ખરીદીશું, right? So this is a non-tariff restriction which has been put on the split AC, the product. Okay, so non-tariff restrictions has been put, and due to that the 90% of AC will be purchased from India only. So domestic producer will have benefit due to this low cost. Obviously the goods which have been manufactured in India, okay, then its cost will be lower. Why? Because there is no duty on them, okay, there is no other type of taxes which are, and the transportation charges which are there on the product if we have purchased from the other country. Okay, so this is a benefit on the part of the consumer. Environment protection. Okay, so once the product has been purchased from India only and the tariff restrictions has been put, then the hazardous substance, okay, or the things which have been made through India, it will be comfortable with the Indian people, okay, and it will be comfortable with the health of the people, okay, and ultimately it will safeguard the environment of the people and environment of the country, and it will definitely contribute to the environment. And then is doing business. Okay, so for the purpose of purchasing goods from the other country, the trader require licenses as well as other restrictions, certain norms that has to be followed. Right now, if the restrictions are there, then the business will be done easily, because now more importance has been given to the domestic product only. Now let us see disadvantages of non-tariff barriers, that is choice of consumer. Okay, once the non-tariff restrictions has been put, for example, let us see in the earlier example, the AC has been put the restrictions of quota restriction, that is of 10% import will be done. So people will have less choice in the market due to non-tariff restrictions, because other producers have no come to India, so people will not have more choices, and thus may be certain technologies available in the other country which may not be available in the country which is importing. Okay, so this is a disadvantage on the part of the consumer. Economic growth will be reduced. Okay, once the non-tariff restrictions has been put, then less import will be there, and it will ultimately reduce the foreign exchange, okay, and that will have impact on the economic growth. International trade relationship. Okay, once you are importing non-tariff barriers, then the other country will not also import from goods and services from our country also. So this way the international trade relationship will also have impact on them. Impact on export. Okay, once you don't receive import from the other country, either it is a goods, services or technology, ultimately the other country will also not have interest in the getting goods from your country too. Okay, problems during the pandemic like situation. Okay, sometimes it may be that there is a pandemic type of situation. Once you will not support to the import and you are putting non-tariff restrictions. Okay, so in that case it may be that if certain pandemic is there, okay, once the vaccine has been not resolved there, or certain pills or the medicine which is available in that country, it may be the restrictions can be put, though there is a agreement on them, but certain powers has been vested with the particular authority. So these are various types of advantages, disadvantages of the tariff and non-tariff barriers. Thank you.